actually have two, but we said we're going to do graduation tonight,
That's yeah.
so we'll stick with it.
Okay.
Somewhere I heard an interesting thought.
You're not on it, just you.
I heard an interesting thought that I'd like to get into in the future. Death of the elderly versus death of the young.
Death of the elderly.
Elderly versus death of the young.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. We're on?
All right, we're on. It's
Welcome back.
Wednesday night. It's great to be back. I had a day or two up in San Francisco and Oakland, and had a chance to visit the Chancery there and meet some good friends in Oakland. Yes, Bishop Michael Barber.
He just came out on the news this morning.
He did. I didn't see it.
Oh, he came out and he said if the tattoo parlors can open and the others, he said the churches need to be open and there are no excuse. And he was very strong and very clear, and I went, wow. Now they have a bishop. Wow.
He's an extraordinary bishop. I really like him. We have a very good relationship with the
What was
Order
that
of
game
Oakland.
show? It's not what you say, it's what you don't say.
Well, he's done a superb job, and the diocese in Oakland has just built a new cathedral in the last 15 years.
Wow.
There were a few construction issues that led to some litigation that got handled extremely well. It took about 2 or 3 years, but that's resolved now, and so they're making the repairs to a part of the foundation of the cathedral, and the future looks really bright there.
That's great.
I like it.
That's great.
So, at least 2 judges have already ruled that health takes precedence over the Constitution and religion. I read that in the paper today, but
And some have ruled the other way too.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's a circuit court or which court sent to a state saying what you're saying is going to end up being unconstitutional. You better think again.
Well, the DOJ this morning
Yep.
sent a whole bunch of notices to California to say your handling of religion is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Well, and I think there's going to be some political activity soon, later this week, to try to identify the interest of laypersons in getting back into church. Organized. We'll have more details on that tomorrow, maybe.
We won't wait till August.
No, this is happening this week.
Remember when this started? 2 weeks.
No,
2-week
that's right.
quarantine.
And then it was going to be till Easter.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
And then May 15th.
We've got the Ascension, we've got Pentecost coming, and no Mass in sight. So.
Yeah.
And on that note, we should pray.
But I just gotta say, I don't know what people do, but for what was supposed to be a 2-week quarantine, all the toilet paper in the world disappeared.
And it's still in their bag. And they won't have to buy it for another 3 years. Yeah.
I'm just telling you, and at that time everybody thought it was just a respiratory disease. so it must be breathing out of other parts of the body too.
Okay, now we can't pray. Well, to top that one off, then the whole the CDC in general. You remember how everyone was so focused on the fact that it was by contact surfaces that you're going to catch the coronavirus,
Yeah.
and so you had to wash your hands frequently, use alcohol, and all that. Well, and it was not aerosol borne, so don't worry about that. Just don't touch anything, and don't touch your face. Well, it turns out that you can still get the coronavirus by touching surfaces if it's thickly coated and you do all the wrong stuff, and then you put your hands on your face. But that's actually one of the minor modes of transmission. It is primarily aerosol borne.
Yeah.
So if you're outside, you're safe. And you shouldn't wear a mask
When you're outside.
when you're outside.
Right. I just
Because
read that this morning.
It's not good for you. If you're inside, if you're in close proximity to others, and especially someone who's coughing or sneezing, then you should have a face mask on, and that person should have a face mask on, and you should keep that distancing to allow the dissipation of the air so that you don't get a high viral load.
Yeah.
And then we're pretty much able to live a normal life. Now can we pray?
You know what month it is.
Yes. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Hail Mary,
Full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Well, topic for tonight.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're right at graduation time, and nobody's having graduation, obviously. You know, not elementary school. Well, they go through a series of, I don't know when it became a big deal to have kindergarten graduation, but it is now. It is now. Then there's, if you're in public school and middle school, there's 6th grade graduation. The Catholic school, there's 8th grade graduation. Well, the middle schools, there's 8th grade also. Promotion to high school graduation, college graduation, grad school. So all these graduations going on, and it's tough on everybody. The parents really, they want to celebrate for their kids.
Well, they might want to celebrate the end of tuition too. Hey, but, I mean, they have worked to get their kids there too.
It only gets worse, though.
It's more expensive.
Yes.
It's more expensive than high school.
Well, that's why I said to the younger parents when we were raising our kids, the only thing that changes is the toys get more expensive as you get, for the kids.
Yeah.
So, but there's a sense of accomplishment for the parents because of the sacrifices they've made, and so it's a celebration for them too. And
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
And the parents would like, even if it has to wait until August, a graduation ceremony. So, if we open up and we can do it, the question is always, what are going to be the restrictions? Like we were talking about First Communion, confirmation that fill up the church front to back. How are we going to figure all of that out? And we will. And we will. Once they tell us it's okay, it doesn't take that long to plan it, figure it out.
Right.
We're not going to the moon. We're opening up the church.
No, I think the great part about what's happened now is that we have learned a lot about this virus in the last 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So just as that example, the CDC's recommendations are basically the exact opposite of what they used to be 2 months ago, because they've learned a lot more about the virus and how it lives and how it's
When they
transmitted.
told her that everything was scientific and we needed to listen to them.
Well, it was scientific speculation at the time, and the nice thing about science is you've got a method, you work at it, you do discover truth. It's a good way,
Little by little.
but it is work. Yeah. I think Adam's responsible for that.
Yeah.
We have to do work to get to truth.
Just that, the editorial writers, the columnists, just drive me nuts because they swear by the scientists, whatever they come out and say, and then when it's, we got it wrong. Columnists never say we got it wrong.
Right. Yep.
Everybody else got it wrong. We do all the time.
Well, everybody was saying 4 or 5 weeks ago that when Florida made their changes and began opening up, that everybody, hundreds of thousands of people are going to die. And they haven't. And nobody said that they were wrong. Interesting. Same thing in Georgia.
I think that, New York, of course, has been the epicenter of all this, and I think what happened there was a colossal failure of government, because they have people on the subway system.
Like Cuomo failed?
Yeah, it's astonishing, really, because it's all about blaming other people.
Yep.
But
He's really good at that, isn't he?
you have a subway system that's very efficient for transmitting, getting people around the city in tightly enclosed containers. Guess what went along with those people?
Yeah.
So there was a transmission vector for the coronavirus, and then once it got out and people started panicking, everyone who could leave the city did, instead of having them all stay there, but practicing social distancing and all that. So then they went out to different cities and small towns and all that, and then infected all those areas.
Yeah.
That's how New Jersey got it. You can see that big red bubble has just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it all was because of the New York transmission vectors. California doesn't have that centralized group, and we're outside a lot more, and guess what? 5% of the issues that New York has had.
Yeah.
Even though we've got a larger population.
Yep.
So we're learning, and we need to be gentle with each other. Everyone makes mistakes. Let's learn from each other. Let's listen to each other. Be gentle. We're in this together. We'll make it. But you don't hear that on TV. That doesn't make for good entertainment.
No.
You have someone getting really upset and saying something outrageous, and
Condemning, demonizing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Still haven't figured that out yet, but there's got to be a formula. We can change our media by letting them know that when they do something that's demonizing and demeaning, we will turn it off. Because they're all about ratings. And if by saying mean-spirited things, everyone just said, I'm shutting you off, they would act better.
You'd hope.
Well, I mean, essentially, a lot of people do that to CNN. They're like the lowest rated news show around now.
Well, compared to 10 years ago.
Yep. 10 years ago, they were at the top.
Well, people are seeking the truth. They want to find out what's going on. And once you find out that you've been misled, you're not going to go back to that place.
Yep.
That was one of the great things about St. Augustine, is he loved language, the point about truth and all that. I haven't met a person yet who wants to be deceived. We try to justify deceiving others because we think we know better or whatever, but no one ever wants to be deceived.
There was a news program I really liked. It's on DirecTV carries it. Spectrum does not. So I haven't seen it for a while, but it's called OAN, One America News. And when I watched it, it wasn't connected to any particular ideology, left, right, liberal, conservative, left, whatever. It wasn't connected to anything. Just clarity in news. That's all it was supposed to be.
Refreshing, huh?
I haven't seen it for a while now because DirecTV didn't carry the Dodgers. Priorities.
And how are those Dodgers doing this year?
Well, they're tied for first.
No, that's positive.
That I was gonna say,
That's
that is
positive
definitely
thinking.
someone who's dyed deep Dodger blue. Tied for first. Okay.
Haven't lost a game yet.
I haven't won a game yet either.
Right. No, we won't say tied for last.
I'm behaving myself.
Yeah.
I told you about my brother, didn't I?
No.
When he ran track, he was 23 years older than me, so I heard the story. I never told him, but he went to he was in high school, probably as a freshman, and went to a track meet and ran the 100-yard dash. And when he came home, and his friend Joe, his best friend Joe, was in the race with him. And when he came home, my dad said, "How'd you do?" And he said, "Great, I came in second." And he, "How'd Joe do?" And, "Oh, not so good. He came in second to last." How many people were in the race? Two.
So he was a 2-mile man.
Yeah, there you go.
Not a 100-yard dash guy.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so
Eighth graders.
well, yeah, with our 8th graders, I thought, for the 8th graders, one parent said to me, "Can you video something for our 8th graders graduating?" I thought, this would be a great place to do it. And you can do a little 2-minute thing, and maybe still will. We'll see. But I thought, combined wisdom is better than individual. Yeah, you've been all over the world. You know Lady Gaga.
You're never gonna let me down from that one.
That's a story
You're
right
a lawyer.
there.
You worked in Washington D.C. The Order of Malta. I mean, everything. So I thought, there's a lot to be gained from this. So if you don't know, I talked about this last week. Is I had to decide: is this going to make this specific to 8th grader? Kind of generalize it so it would apply to high schoolers or college graduates or so forth. But what advice, wisdom would you pass on to graduates that they could carry with them in life?
Well, before I get into the advice, I just would suggest one thing. we can't have these external celebrations now. That means the party. That means the celebration of making the walk. But I think there's something that is absolutely essential that they can do. And that is maybe write a letter to their parents and to their favorite teacher and thank them. Thank them for the hundreds of thousands of things that went into making all of this possible. And being cognizant of all that you've received. So there's a sort of a danger in making graduation all about me, 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 me. And maybe this is a beautiful time of making this about your parents and your teachers, and to really savor all that you've received from them, and to say thank you. And I think we don't do this enough. Write a letter so that in 10 years they can take it out and read it again and say, wow, I'm so proud of my son or daughter.
What would you think of, that's a great idea. What would you think of the parents writing a letter to them right now too, for graduation, to their kids? And then not letting the kids read it yet. Write the letter now, but don't read it till they hit a tough spot in high school and they're really angry at each other.
Now I like that.
You know, let me remember how much we loved you when you graduated from 8th grade, and now, you know, I wrote this a year ago or 2 years ago.
Don't know what happened to you.
Well, they've got, the 8th graders have something to look forward to. Those who are going to be going to Catholic high schools will go through a weekend formation program later on, and one of the things that they will do is have that opportunity to write a letter of thank you. And this is when you're 17 or 18. And our children did that.
Is that a Kairos retreat?
It's a Kairos retreat, exactly. And there are some other pieces that weekend, and they're not going to share that because that's a very special weekend that the people who go through that remember for the rest of their lives. But one part of that is to have that sense of gratitude and to put it in writing, to do the exercise of putting it in writing. I think it's a very good thing to do. Well, you kind of ducked the question though, Father John. I mean, you made a great point, 100%. Kudos. But what's the answer to Father Tony's question? Or do you not want to give any advice?
For me, the best advice I think is to see this as only the beginning, and to really ask yourself, what are your next goals? And write them down. And I would challenge everybody to write one spiritual goal for the next 4 years. One goal that has to do with true friendship. How can you be a better friend? And one goal that you want with your own family. God, friends, and family. And I would write those goals down for the next 4 years, and I would put those goals on your mirror in your bathroom and look at them every day. Because I think graduating is only a beginning. But it's an effective beginning if we have clear, concise goals.
Well, in fact, as so many graduation speakers have said, it's called commencement for a reason, because it's meant to be a beginning, not
Yeah.
the end.
You know, we might have something here. God, friends, and family. We should market this instead of BFF. Call it GFF. God, friends, and family.
And put a little theological twist on it. Our St. Thomas Aquinas considered friendship to be the highest good on earth that God gave us. So friendship is really important when you're in 8th grade and in high school. Those relationships can be very intense and sometimes difficult.
Yes.
But you can always know a true friend, because a true friend brings out the best in you, not the worst in you. A true friend will be there when everyone else abandons you. And if you can be like that to other people, to your friends, to be a friend to your friends in that large way, that's a real gift.
Unconditional love.
Well, that oxymoron. Yeah, it's no conditions, but you're right. You're right.
Yeah. What's an example of a spiritual goal? You know, for to be a better friend, that's a goal. To better peace in the family, that's a. What's a spiritual goal you'd recommend?
To always be in the grace of God. And if I fall out of the grace of God because of anything, I will go immediately to confession. Read scripture for 10 minutes every day, especially the New Testament. Journal for 5 minutes. Journal in a letter to Christ every day about how I'm doing, and thanking Him for His love. Praying one mystery of the Rosary before you go to bed at night, or as you go to bed at night. I did that for years. You know, just one mystery. Just, Lord, I'm here for you. There can be a lot of ones.
But not all of them. I mean, I think some people might say, "Well, I can't do all that."
No, you pick one or two of those, and that's enough.
I'm asking you because when I was about 17, I had that moment that was not life changing, but life defining for me. Because I was traveling all over the country for my sports competition. By then, we went to Washington and Oregon and Florida and Nebraska and Texas and for invitation, different things. So I'm traveling and as a kid, wherever I had to go, whether we talked about local competition, regional, national, my mother went. Then I hit the age where she didn't have to go anymore. And suddenly, nobody there. I didn't have to go to church if I didn't want to.
Okay.
Because I told you about how she said, no matter what, we go to church. And suddenly there was nobody to make me. And the question started out as, okay, listen, she's not here to make me. What should I do? But it went to something deeper than that, not just what should I do. It quickly went to, when it comes to faith and God, who do I want to be?
Right there. Yes.
And I made that decision, whatever it was, 17, 18. No, I want, that's who I want to be. Somebody who doesn't compromise that, going to church and keeping that first.
And maybe that's much more of an important goal than I'm going to be doing these things. Yeah, you pick one or two, but make a decision. Who do I want to be as a senior in high school? Because there's going to be a ton of decisions that affect who you're going to be.
And staying with what you do choose among that menu there, I think that is so important because at the beginning, whenever you try to do something new, the first time it's kind of new and fun and interesting, and then it can get boring. It's painful. I've got other things I'd like to do, and we are built as creatures of habit, so that if you stick with whatever you've committed yourself to do, just like an athlete has to commit to work out every day. If you don't work out every day, you start to go down in quality. Your performance goes down. Well, it's the same thing in spiritual matters. Stick with it, and then after that 4 to 6 weeks of doing that constantly, when that good habit is formed, you'll find yourself getting uncomfortable if you don't do it. And then you've arrived. Because it's now good. It actually fills your being out when you're doing that special spiritual activity, the thing that you've selected to fill your soul.
Yeah, it was fascinating. When I started talking to friends in other parts of the country, I need to go to church. Can I get a ride? Everybody was yes. Never had trouble finding a ride to it. Where's the local church and what time can I go? And 4 or 5 people started asking, can we go with you?
And that's, for me, that's one of the great gifts of the Catholic Church, because virtually any part of the world that you're in, you can find a church that's nearby, and there's a community there, and you're always welcome. You plug right in, and it's just such a gift, such a huge gift to be able to worship together like that.
All right, you're on.
I'm great. A on that one. That's really good.
My
That was-
first A. Yes.
My,
I'm
Oh,
finally
yeah.
out of the basement.
You know,
I'm finally out of the
You
basement.
shouldn't give me straight lines. It's hard to hold on.
well, I wish I had something as elevated as what Father John had, but my thoughts are much more practical. I've listened to a lot of commencement speeches, and I've been to a few commencements. In fact, I have my virtual commencement coming up this Saturday, so my final graduation. And we're going to listen to
Wait.
speeches. What?
Tell everybody what that is. I've seen it.
Oh,
What is
I'm getting a master's degree in theology, but then also my licentiate in sacred theology. So that's the qualification to teach at the seminary, which I've been doing for the last couple of years.
I wonder if I can do this.
Well, while you're doing that, let me lay out my little thought.
Wait.
Oh,
I don't know what it takes to do it. If I could do that, is it showing?
Yeah, I got you.
There it is. Congratulations.
thank you. It's good to be there, and I can guarantee I will never graduate again. But I was thinking about all the commencement addresses that I've heard over the decades, because I graduated from high school, a little over 40 years ago now. So obviously everything that I say is directly relevant to what people are doing right now, because we go through the same things. But in many of those speeches, what you hear about is this kind of big, bright speech about how you can be anything you want to be. The world is your oyster. Go out there, and if you will it, you can do it. And I think that's bad advice.
Terrible.
I think that's really bad advice. And the example I give is myself, because when I was in high school, I wanted to be a professional basketball player. I love basketball. I played 2 or 3 hours every day. I was okay. I was a pretty good guy. And then I stopped growing. For some reason, everyone got faster than I was, so they're quicker and they're bigger. So I went from first string to second string to being the bench to being in the stands. And that was hard to take, because I've been told you can be anything you want to be if you work hard enough at it. And I finally learned later in life that the real thing you want to focus on as a student, as you're looking out ahead, is not what you want to be in a vacuum, but what does God want you to be? What gifts has God given you so that you can really serve other people in a way that brings them joy and then you joy? And if you can do that, you're going to have a happy life, and you're going to make other people happy too. You still have to work hard. I mean, all that still applies, but it's God's will, and then your will gets joined to God's will in that, and helps order everything that happens for the rest of your life. So that's my little thought.
I like it. No, it's very important. How about yourself?
It's on me.
It's on you.
I got 3 things. You know, there's certain things in life that I remember that have been pivotal, that people have said, and that I don't forget them. For example, when Sister Assumpta said, and we just said many times after that, it just stuck. Be careful what you say, because once it's out, you can't put it back in.
Good advice.
Yeah, I mean, she used to say that to parents all the time. Be careful what you say to your kids. Once it's out, you can't put it back in, no matter how many times you say you're sorry. But that's not it.
My mom used to say, God gave you teeth in order to bite your tongue.
Judge Judy says God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. But in the seminary, because there are a lot of smart people in the world, lots of smart people. In the seminary, it was one of the most important things that I've ever heard, and it was from Socrates. The beginning of wisdom is knowing that you don't know. Because that opens you up to hear and to learn and so on. The beginning of wisdom is knowing that you don't know. So
that's a humbling thought.
It is.
And especially when you're in 8th grade, when you're in high school, you get praised by what you know.
Yep.
And no one wants to feel stupid.
Yep.
But I think that's actually very wise. You learn because you realize that you don't know enough. You need to know more.
That was number one. Number two is, you know, we talked about this last week or the week before about what parents want for their kids, and most kids say parents want them to be happy. And I keep saying that's the wrong answer. Number two, when it comes to success and happiness and what happens in life, if you strive to be good, if you work to be good, everything else falls into place. That's what we should go for. Learn to be good. Happiness and success and family and friends and loved ones and all that falls right into place.
Yeah.
And giving you the tools to deal with everything.
There's another interesting point about this too. It's also easier. There are lots of things when you think about, well, will this make me happy or not make me happy? Oftentimes you don't know. You might think it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Like the first ice cream cone makes you happy. The 25th ice cream cone doesn't make you happy. But you might have to do that to learn that, it doesn't make me happy.
Yeah.
But we all know, because we have our consciences there, if you listen to the Holy Spirit, you'll always get the guidance to do what's good.
Yeah.
Because that's, and as long as that is your understanding of what is good, truly in your heart, what the Holy Spirit, what God is asking of you.
Well, that's the
goodness.
definition of good. Yeah,
Absolutely.
And we know that. We know when something's good or not good.
And I got a third one. Because I told you, all I like to do when I'm growing up, all I like to do is argue. My dad told me you should be a lawyer. Then you can argue all you want. I had to learn not to do that. But you know, the third one is having to prove you're right is meaningless. Knowing what is right means everything. What is right and what's right to do.
Give us an example of the first one where you feel like you've got to prove you're right.
Almost any argument. You know, and it occurred to me because I used to argue so much with my mother. And it was very often it was over the same thing. I'd put something away, and then I'd come go look for it, and it wasn't there. And I'd say, "Mom, where is it?" She said, "Oh, I put it away." "No, I put it away. You moved it." "Where is it?" "I don't know. Look for it." I would get so mad. I was so stupid. What an idiot. Realize she's not going to change. What's the point of arguing? But I wasted so much time trying to prove that I was right. You shouldn't move things. And once I gave that up, arguments went away, and I found things quickly too. Whether she moved it or not, I found things quickly. Instead of getting mad and getting that tunnel vision, and it has to be my way or. Really, I was a fool when it came to that. But it always was in an argument. Any kind of argument with anybody. I'm going to argue till I prove I'm right.
There you see an aspect of your will being important, and then that other bad one, pride.
Yeah.
Pride of having the last word. That often can be those words that you, as you were just saying, the ones that you can't let go once you say them.
Yeah. And proving I was right meant nothing. Knowing that it was right to love my mother instead should have meant everything.
That's profound.
Now, I think it takes a lot of courage not to have the last word when those kinds of things happen. And I remember the high school, it's difficult sometimes in friendships you have in high school that the graduates are going to be thinking about now. And being kind to one another oftentimes means not trying to get the last word, but being a good listener.
Yeah.
And manage your expectations, because so many times, from an 8th grade point of view, all high schoolers, it's the time of their life. It's fun. It's more independent. things like that, just discovering boys and girls and all that entails. But in reality, it's when you're discovering what true friendships are.
Friendships for life.
For life, beginning, and you're going to discover what false friendships are. And there's going to be people who let you down. And everybody in high school is going to want to be popular, want to be the best, and there's a lot of facade. And so there's a lot of hurt in high school. And try to find 2 or 3 good friends. And don't be in competition. And if you compare, you will despair. But you're comparing, in reality, so many times to a facade that's not really. And so, good expectations, find your good friends, and don't be pressured to do things that you know are wrong.
Well, I would say that that way, my experience in high school was if you know who your true friends are because they bring out the best in you.
That's a great one.
If you know, and you know what's best in you, you know the kindness, the excellence, the hard work, all the things that make you the kind of person that really makes you proud of yourself in a good way. If you have friendships that draw that out, stick to those people because they will be good for you for life.
I heard that the other way. Stay away from people who don't want the best for you.
Wow.
But
Exactly.
do you know how many potential marriages I've broken up by saying, answer me one question. Does this person bring out the best in you? And if not, run like hell. And they go, wait a minute. And you're talking and
Run
going,
like what?
run!
How do you make holy water? Put it on a stove and boil the hell out of it.
There's a good one. I like that. That's good.
And in these COVID-19 times, it's sterile too. So, okay. Well, I think we're out of time. But Father Tony, did you have any more questions for us? Or
Well, I'm just, it's tough for our 8th graders and everybody because all the things you don't get to do, there's always an 8th grade retreat. It's not a Kairos retreat, but it's great. It's wonderful. They love it. There's the field trip wherever they go,
those are good memories.
Disneyland that they're not going to have the graduation ceremony, and realizing that those are the last times that everybody in the class will be together as a class for the rest of your life. There'll never be another time when all of you are there. Some will always be missing.
But each of those things is an indicator of friendship or love that you have as a class. That can still continue. And in fact, that is, I think, what sustains us all. The graduates should know their parents love them and have sacrificed for them. The teachers love them, want the very best for them going forward. And all the scholars over the centuries who have written the books and developed these teachings that they're all being passed on to you. That's being done out of love, and you're joining that community now of love, where it's not just you receiving, but increasingly you're going to be expected to give, to share, to make your contribution.
I got to tell you something.
That's good.
Yeah, I didn't go to my 10-year high school reunion. I don't know. I went to 20, and it was disappointing because there were too many people who were still trying to be in high school, trying to go back.
Some people never leave high school. Yeah.
Never been to high school.
So I skipped 30, and then some friends asked, come on, let's go to 40. So I went, and the fascinating thing at the 40th high school reunion was the people who were most anxious, to sit and talk were from elementary school, from St. Martha's. St. Martha's, all of a sudden, we congregated together, and with high school friends too, but it was fascinating that we were so happy to see each other from our 8th grade class.
That's beautiful.
And so, Father Tony, tell me, so when you went to this reunion, was this back when you were in school and you rode a horse to school? Just trying to set the context for this
Well,
for everyone who's
I
watching.
know. I did ride a horse, and I passed you while you were walking in the snow.
Going uphill both ways.
Going uphill both ways. Yeah. All right. Well, let's close with a prayer. Okay.
Okay.
So this was good. Three
All right.
speeches there.
I did the opening.
Okay. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, bless those who are graduating now. Help them to feel a sense of gratitude for all they've received from you, from their parents, from their friends, from their teachers. Help them to see the bright future ahead that you have planned for them. And help them always to accept your will and join their will to yours. For that is the true joy that we have in the world. In Jesus' name we pray.